Alright, we should be live. Hopefully all the audio works, because I didn't double check that beforehand.
I'm hearing music.
It looks like it works. Alright, we got this. Welcome guys back to Stormspire. Thank you for being patient with me while I've been sick. Turns out my asthma has been getting worse, so like... I'm getting it under control now though, so I shouldn't cough, really. But if I do, I will mute myself as fast as I can. So
I think the more important thing is that you're not dying actively.
I am not dying actively.
We can deal with coughing, just
literally
not dying.
what I said before everyone got here.
So, last time, you guys were investigating this Temple of Lolth, looking for the parents of Godvia, and also looking for this mysterious, definitely undead, you got the vibe, mastermind that's kidnapping these people for some unknown reason. As you guys were investigating the main room, you guys found a beautiful necklace behind some curtains. I don't know who picked that up, but somebody picked it up.
I don't remember.
Or maybe they didn't. Who the fuck knows?
Someone did. I think I have it because identify.
Yeah, that's fair.
That makes sense. You have a necklace. We'll talk about it later. So
fireball? No.
I'm not that crazy. I'm gonna be a little bit longer with this recap, by the way, just to like get everybody on the same page.
All right, I'll shut the fuck up.
No, it's okay. You can interrupt. It's fine. Past the only other door that was in the temple, other than the one with the Durdrin's dead siblings, was a hall filled with fog and disembodied whispers. You guys saw murals of basically the history of this Temple of Lolth and like the worshippers of this temple. And upon further investigation of the murals, you found that there were blue markings with a sort of code on them, to give you a hint on how to proceed, because as you guys got close to the end of the hallway, you guys could not get past the hall. You guys all put forward very creative ways to get through the obstacle. Creative attempts. And I wanted to give it to you, but I also had an answer. So I was like, you're doing okay. You're doing good. Keep going. And you guys made it through. As you guys walked across like a bridge of dead body parts, successfully, I might add.
Yum.
Delicious. You guys found the parents of Godvia. They were a little injured, but they were still alive, and they were within some locked cells, which you unlocked immediately. You also saw in the cells across from them was a dead monk of Istus in one cell, and a blue tiefling in full armor, just kind of undisturbed by the whole thing. I think some of y'all got a little suspicious, and Lythra tried to detect if he was some fiend, undead, or otherwise. Especially because his hands were ice fucking cold. Turns out he just has really bad circulation to his fingers, or something. Maybe. But you guys did find that Lucian's hand popped up as undead. But we didn't unpack that yet, so you guys just continued on, because I think you heard a scream. So you ran forward towards the ritual room. You came face to face with the Deathlock, who said your flesh will be divine food for Dominus Noctis. And he trapped you guys in a gruesome battle that threatened the lives of every single one of you until Lythra like crit smited and shit. And then my boss was gone. But it's okay.
Sorry.
Because you guys succeeded in defeating the evil mastermind, who kind of wasn't a mastermind. It was more of a minor inconvenience by that battle, so. But,
hey, if we didn't get that crit, he would have fucking hurt.
Oh!
He was more like an evil novice mind.
Yeah, no, he's just part one of the boss battle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so immediately
Mini boss.
after the boss was defeated, the flames disappeared, and you guys started investigating. But before anyone could do anything, Lucian pulled at the chains of... when you walked in the room, he, like, sunk some lady under the pool of blood in this little bathtub, and there was chains connected to her. So Lucian pulled the chains, and then instead of the lady coming out, Amraphel came out.
Good for Amraphel.
I know, right? So we begin again in the ritual room. Lucian, you are holding the chains that are connected to a hook that is pierced into the skin of Amraphel, who is dripping with blood from a bath. You all notice a slight glow in Amraphel's eyes as he looks around, confused and in pain.
Oh dear. I think the first thing Nyssara does is back up and point at Lucian. They did it.
Okay, so how did that magic trick happen?
Good question.
Amraphel, how you doing, bud?
Please help.
Hey, I got you. I'm gonna calmly approach, and I'm gonna lay on hands for 5.
Well, can we get him off of the... Can we
Yeah, aren't
take
they
him
still on
down
the hook?
first?
Oh wait, are you like in something?
Are you just gonna touch him while he's hanging there?
Oh,
That's also a little weird.
I mean,
Not that the whole him popping out of the liquid, like, you know, suddenly switching wherever he was before wasn't weird, but, you know, just leaving him hanging and then putting your hands on him is a little weird. And possibly
people are into that.
non-consensual.
Charlie has a poor vision of the scene right now in his head. Also, my map is stuck at 99% and it says game paused. I don't know if anyone else is.
I am so sorry.
Same girl, same.
I will unpause the game. I got in. Just give it a second.
Yeah,
Foundry
I'm at
hates me.
98 right now.
Foundry hates me. Foundry has been fucking with me all fucking day, and I'm getting pissed at it. I don't know what I did.
Okay, so is Raph right now like strung up on a hook or something? Is that?
He's attached to hooks coming out of the blood basin, is what I remember.
Well, now he's strung up because that's a lot cooler graphically than what I was imagining. So yeah,
Hey,
he's strung up
fuck
now.
you.
Hellraiser situation, very cool. Okay, hey, someone else who's got strong hands, Lucian, atone for your sin here. We're gonna try to extract him first, and then we're gonna work on healing. Let's go.
If I let go of the chain, is he gonna fall back in?
I'm gonna support his body while you do that.
Alright, I'll wrap the chain around one hand and fix this.
All right, I'd like you both to make me, I guess, athletic checks to successfully, hoist him out of the little pulley system he's in.
Yeah.
All right. With an 18 and a 15, you guys managed to unhook Amraphel and get him out of that bloody bathtub.
Every moment of that was painful.
Well, apologies. I guess we should have made sure his ritual was over first.
Can we please not touch anything else?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to gingerly step outside of the circle that I'm standing.
Sasha raises her hand and she's like, "Can I touch the
game's paused
body?"
still.
I mean, technically it shouldn't hurt, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Wait, why is it paused for Sasha? And not paused for Sasha, but it's paused for me. Fuck.
What is going on with Foundry today? I'm so sorry.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't you.
It's not your fault.
It
Um,
should not be paused. If it is, please refresh your screen and it, fingers crossed, will fix itself.
Yeah.
If
I
not,
would like to investigate the body
what are you trying to
of the
investigate?
man we just murdered. Does he have anything on him? Any, like, I don't know, any master plan that he possibly wrote down as the bad guy of this story right now?
All right. You loot this bony corpse. Roll me a perception check to, search the corpse.
Can do.
Oh yeah, I can move now. Hallelujah.
Yay.
21.
Yeah, you got it. You find, hold on. You find 2 vials of alchemical fire, as well as an herbalism kit. And I can drag that into your inventory because I have it right here.
Thank you.
Just let me make sure I give you 2 of those. 2 alchemical fire and an herbalism kit. Other than that, he definitely didn't write down his evil plan.
Okay.
I'll
Be so funny if you just had a little like post-it note to be step 1.
Do evil.
Lower the bodies.
Ritual circle, summon the devil, profit.
I want to check out Amraphel. Actually, I'll let you finish, Sasha.
Oh, no, I think just, like, not seeing anything on the body, I'm gonna turn to the ritual happening and see if I can discern anything. But if Lythra wants to check out Amraphel, go ahead and do that.
For those of you investigating like the
Open that
ritual
bar.
circle and like what's going on here, feel free to roll me Arcana checks. Lythra, are
I'm sitting
you
on my hands and not touching anything?
wonderful?
I'm more concerned with the safety of my my good bud than the weird wizard body parts, but
My pal.
we all have our priorities.
Are you checking for injuries, like wounds? Like, what are you checking out?
Yeah, I'm checking for injuries, and I'm like also just asking him like, how do you, aside from hurt, how do you feel? Does anything feel off? I'm just trying to get a sense of his like mental and physical well-being, because whatever that was not good, and I'm prepared to like heal as needed. But it doesn't look like he lost any health from that.
Yeah, roll me a medicine check, and you guys feel free to role play how Amraphel feels about the whole thing.
Since this is a little bit more planned, can I ask someone for guidance before I do that?
Oh, Zasha runs up and bops you in the head.
Thank you.
Bonk. All right, with a 14, you don't notice any, like, other than the hook that you pulled out of his chest, and that's honestly more of a very superficial wound.
Fish wound.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be anything else, like, wrong with him in terms of injuries or disease, although maybe that blood has something in it. You don't fucking know. But you do notice some subtle differences in Amraphel that you're unsure if it was there before or if this is new. His eyes seem to be like a little more luminescent occasionally, especially when he shows like strong emotion, like his "what the fuck is going on" face. And his nails on his hand seem to be like more sharp, like more like claws.
In all sincerity, I've been scoping this man out, so I would notice these things. Lythra in character, but very cool. I'm just gonna like gently like kind of pick up his hand and like look at the nails and speak. Are you okay? This is new.
In terms of how I feel like a victim. Otherwise, surprisingly normal.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
DM, do I feel the same?
Currently there's nothing nothing too different about you currently.
Currently.
What did you feel previously when you, were suddenly lifted out of the bath?
Impalement.
Well, I'm saying, like, what did you see? What did you... Because you were standing right near us, right? And then suddenly you were just gone
Yes.
and pulled out of blood. So, like...
Yeah, quite exactly that. I was in the back of the group, and then there was blood in my eyes, and then I was lifted out.
Okay.
If I had to describe it, I'd say it felt like the skin was separating from the rest of my body.
That sounds
Yummy.
unpleasant.
That's pretty rough.
I'm just gonna sit on the floor cross-legged and like rub my arms and like I'm just gonna sit here for a moment.
Lucian, what are you doing while this
I'm
is
not
all
touching
happening?
anything.
Can I...
Fair enough.
Is this a change that, like, a dispel magic would have an effect on? Or is this like if there is something wrong with him, he needs like a greater restoration?
Roll me an Arcana check to see if, like, you can discern if there's a spell that would make these changes.
Okay. I am going to guide myself, because my Arcana is, it's a +0, so that Arcana and 1d4.
Ooh.
Damn.
So, you're unsure. You do not know if this is a magical, spiritual, or some sort of fucked up monstrous thing that is causing these subtle changes in Amraphel.
Lythra, can you detect good and evil again today? To see
I
if
think
anything
I
has changed
can.
in his nature?
Let me check. Yeah, I got three uses of that bitch.
God damn.
Divine sense.
You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover.
Is he still undead?
I mean, technically he's not undead, but technically he is
Rings
undead.
is undead.
So he still rings the same.
There's a
Okay.
little there, you know? It's just like
I guess I would
it's a
say
hint.
I would tell you, Lythra, that the intensity of the undead that you're feeling off of him has not changed.
Cool. No changes. We love that. Just to be safe and you know, even just to be a little comforting, I'm gonna just put my hand on the back of his neck and lay on hands from there. I feel like it's gonna have a nice extra calming effect. So yeah, lay on hands for 5, which is the variant that does special stuff. What do we say here?
Diseases
You
and
can spend
whatnot.
5 to cure the target of 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison. That might be nothing, but hey, worth a try.
So you successfully cured the hepatitis that was in the blood.
My God.
You're welcome.
The non-magical
motherfucker.
Hep B.
Christ, dungeon blood.
No, Hep B, Hep B.
Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. But yes, it does have a warming, calming effect on you, Raph.
Definitely relax a little bit and lean back into Lythra.
Yeah, there we go.
Aww.
Ooh.
All right then. Well, I guess we just move forward as not normal, but like we move forward. What's next?
Give me a few at least.
Yeah, let's take
And
a
I'll
breather.
pull out my notebook and I'll start taking notes on the magic circle.
All right. Yeah, you copy down the magic circle. You see that in some of the sections of the circle, there is a golden coin. There's no longer a dagger in that specific area because it got catapulted, so that spot's empty. You see a really fresh human heart,
Yum.
a book bound in what looks to be like some uncured skin of some animal, you hope, and a white powdery substance that's very coarse to the touch, if any of you touch it.
You're not touching it.
And then there is a human skull in the center. That one seems very old compared to the heart. And it has a markings in blood on it.
I will scoop these items into my bag of holding.
All right, you are responsible for writing all that down.
All right.
Because I don't have items ready to
items.
drag.
Coin, white powder,
Oh, actually, hold on.
old ancient skull,
Fresh human
Uh,
heart and book.
skin book,
Yeah.
fresh heart, and dagger. Because I'll go pick up the dagger too. Or I'll probably ask someone to pick it up for me, like Lucian.
Nicholas, what is your constitution modifier?
Oh no.
My con mod is +2.
All right. When you pick up the coin, you feel just a heavy sensation, like
Oh,
in
no.
your soul. But there's no other effect that happens to you. You're not good, right? Yeah, you're good.
Am I familiar with this, like, very specific effect?
I feel like this is a very like you've read tons of books on tons of things, magic and planar alike. This
Yeah.
is a soul coin.
I had a feeling.
Wild.
Got a feeling.
I will look at it in my hands and say, score, and throw it in the bag.
I have a soul coin item. I'll put it in your bag later, but just write down soul coin.
All right.
I feel like that one's
Excellent.
common
Free soul.
enough to really be like common-ish enough for people to typically know. And yeah.
Enough people have escaped Avernus recently.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then I would also like to once over the summoner's body, but less, not exactly for loot, more of just investigating stuff. Like looking for any kind of like runes or shit.
Sure. Feel free to roll me a Arcana check.
Sweet. I do love me Arcana.
You prepped yourself for that one, Haas.
My god.
God damn.
Nice.
Oh my god. Hold on.
For 27, you get his bank account number.
Social
Hell
security.
yeah. Hell yeah. I get
You know
key
his
to
mother's maiden
multi-brain dots.
name.
So you find this piece of
You actually
paper
did.
tucked into the marrow of his bones. It says, summon, build circle, summon demon, prophets.
Money.
But what you actually see is this being is dedicated to their patron.
Yep.
And so this being has carved onto their bones sigils and symbols of what you have recognized as like old symbols of the Great Old Ones.
Oh, fun.
I'll pull back a sleeve and reveal it. Imagine being so dedicated to a being that doesn't even notice you. What a fool.
Damn. It's kind of hard, actually. Respect it a little bit. What being is this?
Oh, some ancient evil whatever the fuck. I don't know, like,
An example
like
of one of the Great Old Ones would be Cthulhu.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe-
Imagine a cloaked, hooded figure with tentacles coming out of the face, some shit like that.
Sleeping in a different
Yeah.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're shooting big. Okay.
Well,
Like for the best.
not quite. This guy seems like a bit of a pissant.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I mean, with how quick he went down. My man was clearly aiming.
Right?
full
Easiest
above his
fight
pay
ever.
grade.
You motherfuckers.
The ceiling collapses.
But a phase 2.
All of a sudden,
I didn't hear no bell.
All right. I have my notes. I think we are all set. Hey, what happened to Durdrin?
I
oh,
sent him back.
He was
with
he was
the-
staying with the Godvia's parents.
yeah.
Was he? I stopped paying attention.
You guys, you left him behind to guard them. And actually, as you guys are talking about, like, oh, like, hope Durdrin's doing good or whatever, you actually hear him shouting and asking for you guys to, like, get over here.
Oh shit.
I am
Alright, I
running,
immediately
not walking. Yep.
Start running. Yeah.
I will walk. Walking, not running.
As you enter the prison cells, because I can't, change the art on this this map that I've already made. As you enter the prison cells, you see Durdrin standing in front of Godvia's parents, who are holding their heads in pain behind him. He stares across at the other prison cells in confusion, and you notice the doors for both the monk and the tiefling cells are ripped off their hinges. The monk lays untouched, and the tiefling has seemingly disappeared. You see blue ink smeared on the wall above the monk in some different language.
Oh boy. Anyone read it?
Can I read
I
it?
mean, I speak Common and Infernal.
Nyssara and Lythra, you guys can both read it.
Well, is it abyssal?
Draconic?
It is Draconic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
And it says, "Thou shalt not profane the fallen."
And this is written above the Istus guy?
Above the monk of Istus.
Are you folks okay? What's going on?
Can anyone read that shit?
Yes, it says, and I repeat, thou shalt not profane the fallen.
If you want, you can roll me a religion check to get some information on that.
Oh, yeah.
But while y'all do that, Durdrin starts explaining, and I'm not going to do the scratchy voice anymore because that hurts me. He goes, "I was chatting with the blue guy over there. He was asking me weird-ass questions while staring at the ceiling. And then, all of a sudden, he looked at me and said, 'Your friends are quick?' And then the room started filling with fog, and I panicked, so I kind of tossed these two behind me, and they kind of hit their... I'm sorry, they kind of hit their heads. My bad. Anyways, now that fucker's gone, I don't know what's going on, and I'm a little confused, to be completely honest with you.
That's greatly concerning.
I thought we were having a good
Yeah.
conversation, too.
What was he asking you?
Oh, I mean... they were simple at first, simple questions like, what's your name? How do I know you guys? And then he started asking weird shit like, did we pick up this mission for justice or for fame? And if we've ever smelled the tears of the gods? And then he asked, do you put your armor on as Grieve Sabaton, or Grieve, Sabaton? But I don't wear a suit of armor.
It's Grieve, Sabaton.
Do you ever cry the tears of the gods? What
Nope.
was that? What was that part?
Have you ever... the weird questions that Durdrin highlighted was the joke about the sock shoe. But also, did we pick up this mission for justice or for fame? And have you ever smelled the tears of the gods?
Okay.
I mean, I've smelled the rain.
Have you ever...
You know, that Tears of the
Have you
Gods
ever
question makes me think of
seen the rain?
something some ancient eldritch fuck would say.
Mm-hmm.
It might be
That's
unrelated,
good.
but
Or
similar.
a crazy person.
Or a person that we probably shouldn't have trusted to leave here?
I mean,
We
He
left
knew
him
when
locked
we-
up, so we didn't exactly trust him.
Rue.
We also didn't kill these folks, so that's something.
Yeah.
See, what I'm wondering though is, he seems to be, mocking the priest of Istus. Well,
Is he?
I also fucking hate the priest of Istus, so
I mean, we mocked him relentlessly.
Yeah, I did kind of rip him a new one, but like...
So, Lythra, with that
Yeah.
17 religion check, you obviously don't do religion very well. You hardly even know what your own god is. But you've heard, different tenets of different gods in passing. And you kind of recognize that this is a draconic tenet of the dragon god Bahamut, which is,
Bahamut.
thou shalt not profane the fallen, for their earthly possessions are not thine to claim. Honor the dead and let their rest be undisturbed. Treat those who have passed with the respect they deserve, for their souls have returned to the eternal.
okay.
And you understand that there are other tenets, but you can't
Why
recall
has
that, really.
Bahamut taken an interest in a monk of an order not his own? Huh.
I mean, wouldn't you see any other religion or following as your enemy or, like,
Well, we should at least... I'm not sure. I don't know. I just think to give this body the respect it deserves, we should bring it back to the temple and let them bury it.
Sure.
Their rights.
Gods don't necessarily compete. Some of them work together.
I
Yeah.
ain't carrying it.
Can I recall, are they gonna care if we bring the body back to them? Because they didn't really seem to give a shit if he was dead.
We'll find a way to turn it back on us.
Pretty sure they said whatever happens, happens.
Lucian is
Yeah,
correct.
I'm not going to risk them turning this into look at this cursed woman who killed one of ours. No, they've given me no reason to do
Wouldn't
anything.
giving
to
them
help
a body, and wouldn't giving them the body make it worse?
Yeah, I say we just let's lay him to rest down here.
Okay. How do you wish to do so?
Well, there's a perfectly good fire pit 60 feet away.
Oh my god.
No, I actually think incinerating the body.
Nicholas, you're muted.
I actually think incinerating the body is the most reasonable, but also probably thoughtful thing to do.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, that's not sacrilegious.
No.
I
No.
think.
Seems like a compromise that I can get some like catharsis out of.
Agreed.
Alright. Are you guys going to just bring this body over to the fire to put him to rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Sounds
sling
good
him
to
over
me.
a shoulder and do it. Yep.
Alright.
No, it was already open.
It's okay. You guys grab him. He
Mhm.
goes over to the circle. Whee! And he is ashes to ashes, dust to dusted. You guys don't have to go back if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's good.
Just to make things a little more streamlined.
Well,
Cool.
good
All right,
deed for the day.
let's get you folks out of here and get you patched up.
They thank you, and Durdrin basically leads them with you guys. So you don't have to worry about dragging them along. He's following your lead.
All right. Oh fuck, we gotta cross the bridge again.
Yeah!
Okay, hey, this time, someone leave the rope over here and then go. So my heavy ass can get across safely.
I did mark most of the way for safety.
Yes, you guys, for your checks getting across, have advantage.
Okay.
And I can guide you, Lythra.
Yes, thank you. That'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just gonna
cast guidance.
teleport.
You teleport? Okay.
Yeah.
Do it again.
All right, I'm going first. This Lythra's gonna go first this time. What's my check?
It depends. Like, how are you crossing this bridge of flesh? Are you trying to maneuver it with a good agility? Or are you trying to just brute force fast as possible your way through it?
Agility is not what I would call my specialty. I would try to slowly, steady, and even maybe like use my sword as a bit of like a walking stick for stability. Just slowly moving. Seems like it's perhaps soft enough to get some leverage with the sword.
All right, balance. That is acrobatics.
What would athletics be? I'm gonna do is that the brute force?
That's kind of like sprint, jump, tackle.
Yeah, no, fuck it. It's football time. We're going right down the middle.
Okay, roll me,
Halfback dive.
roll me athletics.
Ooh,
Not o-
touchdown.
Not only did you make it across, but you didn't knock off pieces of flesh to make it harder for the people behind you.
Oh, yeah.
We love that.
The rest of you may cross as you wish. Just tell me what you're doing, and I'll let you know if it's a check. If you're trying to maneuver with agility or balance or something like that, that's athletic, or not athletics, acrobatics. And then if you do what Lythra did, it's athletics.
Can we make sure that we have a rope or something to help these two get across safely?
Someone throws it to me. I'll pull one end tight, and they could even use it as like a banister if we just keep it taut.
Does anyone have rope?
Awkward sounds. I have rope, and I will take out 50 feet of hempen rope and hand it to someone else.
Yeah, give one end to Nyssara, and then Nyssara you cross, and then we'll hold each end.
Yes, here, Nyssara, I don't want this.
All right, Nyssara, make me an acrobatics check. Because I assume you're going stealthily and carefully.
Yeah.
Yes, with advantage. Ayo, you make it across.
DM ski.
Yes?
Can you remind me of this bridge situation? Like what this room looks like?
Yes, sure thing. Give me 1 second. It's a foul-stenched bridge. The gap between the door you're at and the next are bodies of humanoids of all kinds strung together, haphazardly, like a bridge. And the parts seem to be in various stages of decomposition, and the most unstable parts of the bridge are the most decomposed pieces, which Nyssara has marked off.
What about like the walls and stuff? Is it just like a fucking pit?
You cannot see the bottom of whatever this is.
And how does the ceiling look?
I guess like it's like the opening of the Underdark. So
is it just like open?
You're just over like a very cavernous drop deeper into the Underdark. But otherwise it's open. I just don't have it open because I didn't decorate this area with cute mushrooms and stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like an open area.
Yes. With a steep drop.
I'm not gonna fuck with that. I'm a wizard. I'm gonna cast spider climb on myself and stroll across the bridge.
You know, if you break the bridge, you'll still fall, right?
Not if I stick to it.
You'll fall with the pieces. You know what? You can definitely try, okay?
Okay, fuck it, I'll do it.
I guess roll me... You can choose between athletics and acrobatics.
Alright, let's see what this do. Yeah, not the worst.
You make it across. You do knock some of the pieces off, but you make it across.
Sick. And I will start walking on the ceiling in this room.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll read the room to you once everybody gets across.
All right. I'm gonna usher the three of them to go before me. I'll go last.
All right. With...
And I'll guide each of them when it's their turns.
Okay. With this extra work that you guys are putting in with the rope, with the guidance, they're all three of them are able to make it across.
All right, and then I will wild shape into an owl and just fly across.
Well, goddamn.
Beautiful. I love it. Are you gonna stay as an owl?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay as an owl for now.
Nice, nice. So yeah, so you guys all make
shoulder
it.
you person on.
You guys all make it across the bridge, and as you return to the Hall of Whispers, you notice a peculiar change to the air. The fog, even though it's picturally there, it's no longer there, and the whispers have subsided from the room. The candlelight illuminates the murals that you were investigating earlier, but each frame is now just a blank black canvas.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I forgot there was that whole puzzle in here. That was neat.
Thank you. You guys did great.
Alright,
Feel free to
let's
meander.
proceed.
If you guys want to
make
check
a-
anything out, let me know.
I guess I'll move back to the floor and I'll sit down and I'll start ritual casting detect magic.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to load this up for our way out, just in case.
Yeah, that feels worth doing.
Where do I put that?
While he does
aura
that, I
on
want to
you?
check out these canvases a little closer.
Roll me an investigation check. Nicholas, how big is the aura?
30 feet.
Pretty good for -1.
A 15. It looks as if like the canvas itself, it's not like a unpainted canvas. But it looks like whatever was painted on here before seems to be just covered up with a thick layer of this kind of roughly painted black paint over it.
Is it still wet? I go over and touch it.
You touch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the stupid thing. I'm gonna touch it.
It's dry. Nothing
Yeah,
happens.
okay. Fair enough.
But
My man was just like blowing on it so hard.
like, please be dry, please be dry, please be dry. But yeah, Amraphel, you're able to. Did it not save? Did the aura not save? You are able to ritual cast.
My god.
It's creamy this time.
God damn, I gotta
That's
change it.
gross.
I gotta change it. I gotta
Creamy.
Didn't like that phrasing, huh?
I enjoy his creamy aura personally.
Yeah, well, you can keep it between you two.
Anyways, we continue through the dungeon.
And
Creamy.
moving on.
I'm just gonna
DM
scroll.
note. May I just say to Ash, so you're aware of my internal experience. I'm thinking about Bahamut. I'm really
Okay.
that it's really on the brain. I'm then like,
Okay.
does that have a reputation or something? Like I'm really curious if this holds any meaning to me.
To your character specifically?
Yeah, even just like, I guess reputation wise, because I'm thinking, not knowing much about this personally, I'm like, if I'm gonna find a calling anywhere, it might be with the dragon god, but I don't want to go down that path until I know more.
You know, generally justice is his thing, so justice, goodness, blah blah blah.
Oh, did we do this for justice or fame?
But Lythra's not about justice, she's about vengeance.
Yeah, Bahamut is the dragon god of justice and subservient deity to Torm, which is the god of law.
Okay.
He is...
Really? He's under Torm? Huh.
Yep. He
Alright.
was a member of the Draconic Pantheon as a deity of good dragons, metallic dragons, wisdom, and enlightened justice.
My mind is colored by Final Fantasy. I take back what I said. All right.
Not thinking about Bahamut as much.
No. I want a darker dragon.
I wanted rage! Should I introduce you to Tiamat?
Yeah.
No, you should not.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes.
Alright, Zasha and Lucian, I see that you guys have stopped in the room. Did you stop to let people catch up, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to, like,
No.
I don't know, be looking around, just keeping an
I'm
eye
not
out for
paying
things.
attention to the map. So.
If you're actively looking around for, disturbances or something, please roll me a perception check.
Okay. I have advantage on perception checks as an owl.
Nice. Nyssara, please
Uh,
stop.
Okay.
And
Trying to catch up.
That's okay. You're good.
Durdrin.
You're good. You're good.
okay. Wisdom advantage.
Yeah, you're with that, nothing else seems to be odd about the rooms compared to when you were last in it, other than the mysterious shit disappearing, and all of these canvases are painted over with a thick black glossy paint.
Okay.
Nyssara, you notice that the final
Oh, shit.
mural, although it is covered in a thick black glossy paint, it gives a depiction of someone drowning. And all you can see is their hand sticking up out of the black, murky water.
Blech. Huh.
Fucking sweet album cover. Say that.
Hey,
know,
touch that one.
Fuck it. You know what? What else could happen today? And I'll go give it a high five. Fuck! Damn it!
Hi, Kieran. I'm just gonna move you behind the painting, because,
Oh no, I get teleported. Ah!
So, you touch this painting, and as you're like, fuck it, what else could happen? The hand grabs your hand,
Ah, shit.
and you see, I'm gonna private message you this, because it is pretty obvious what it kinda is, hopefully. But you see a face coming out of the painting, and she whispers, "Finally." And
Oh shit.
you see yourself trying to pull you through this painting and take your place. Please roll me an athletics check to break away.
Oh god. Wow. No, 18?
Oh yeah. You manage to let go, and her face looks very furious as it disappears into the black again. And
boy.
no one else sees this but you. I pop over.
God.
Boom.
Ah! Ah!
You see Nyssara touch the painting, and then yeah.
Where violently? Just start hissing at it. No one touched that.
I wasn't gonna. But I love your sense of adventure.
I figured we would have
Right.
learned after the blood pool to stop touching things in this place, but I guess that's just me.
Let's picture that.
I was lulled into a sense of false security.
Is the picture magic at all?
Excellent. I need to do some research on this to see if it pops up as magical.
Man, you don't need to go that hard into it if you don't want to. Only if you want to.
I'll give everyone my recount of what happened. So I touched it, and well, I'm gonna say evil-looking version of me said finally and tried to swap places.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
It does
Rather-
pop up
rather
as magical,
sinister.
technically. And it pops up as bum 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 bum. What's the one that you the abjuration? Wait, no.
knew it.
Yeah? Is that the one where you teleport? And shit? Yeah.
Oh,
that's the school of teleportation.
Wait, there's just a school of teleportation?
No, I'm fucking with you. I think it's
You're,
conjuration. I think it's
Conjuration, I think, is moving stuff.
Hold on.
Abjuration would be like sealing stuff away
No,
and protection.
it's conjuration then. Not really making something, but there's a portal of some sorts.
As I walk in the room late, I'll just point at it and say, "That's magic. Be careful of it."
I figured that out.
How could
Something
you? I
tried
just
to
told you.
Something tried to swap places with me after I touched it.
What do you mean? It's brand new.
Oh, shut up, Amraphel.
All right. You guys can keep walking, but you guys will make it out of this dungeon safely. That was the last little thing.
Okay. The last little fuck you.
Feel free to get to the front door, and then I will.
Did we ever find Durdrin's siblings' bodies?
Yes,
They're in here.
they were in here.
Okay. Did he want us to do anything with them?
I don't know.
I don't recall.
I don't think so.
I'm an owl, so I can't ask.
The only thing you guys know is he was extremely distressed when he got near the door.
Uh-huh.
Is he walking back towards the door?
Yes,
I
he
think
is.
Tried to get him some kind of memento from them, but
Yes.
I don't remember what happened with that.
I think you just handed it off to him, and he said thank you. And if that didn't happen, then it retroactively definitely happened.
Okay, cool. I
I'm
think
gonna-
it was like lockets or something.
I'm gonna pop out of my wild shape then and just like check in with him. Say, Durdrin, is there anything you'd like us to do with their bodies before we leave?
He pauses, and his hand kind of trembles a little bit, and he grabs it with his other hand to steady it. And he just looks to the door, and then back at you, and then back at the door, and goes, I'll come back. Y'all don't need to do anything.
You shouldn't do that alone. You don't need to. We're here.
Roll me a persuasion check. Because he seems very nervous and sad.
Can I assist with that? 'Cause I feel like I've really got his back too through all this.
How do you assist?
I just want to add on to what Sasha's saying and just say, we've gotten you through this so far, and I also don't want you coming back here alone. Who knows what's going to repopulate this area once we've left for a bit. Please let us help you. You've done a lot for us.
All right, you can roll the help.
DM, just for your FYIs, I am going to check out the circle at the head of the temple again.
You like making me do extra work.
Yes, I do. Enjoy it.
I think I explained this last time.
I'm just rotating through. You don't need to add anything that hasn't already been.
I mean, it's
Right.
an old magic circle, probably like either divination or enchantment of some sort. I forget what I said. But it's worn and doesn't seem to be like active. You'd have to like redraw some things that have been completely smudged away from time to actually activate the circle.
All right.
I mean, Durdrin trusts you guys, and he almost started to like rebuttal against Sasha, but then he thinks again and goes, "Oh, all right, just be careful with them."
Of course.
Would you like us to bring them with us, or would you like us to lay them to rest here?
Chisala always wanted to be buried by the under the light of Lolth or whatever the fuck she said. So I guess here, no, not here, but the
I'll bury them
Underdark.
at. I'll set them at the altar, and I'll go in and kind of go in and clean up their bodies first,
Okay.
and then bring them out. I don't want Durdrin to see them as like all covered in blood and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Sasha with that, and I might look for just any sort of like cloth that we can use to.
There are bloody bed sheets and cloths in this room.
It'll do.
As you look in this room, also, it looks to be some sort of torture chamber, or was at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Oh, I know this place was bad. don't want him to see too much.
All right. With some time, you guys do manage to wrap Chisalan and Taste up in a somewhat less traumatizing coverings, and you guys carefully bring them out, and you guys can have a little rite of
Passing.
Yep, that's the word for it.
That's right.
You guys can roleplay it if you so wish, or we can say that it goes well. Because I did not prepare.
I don't know the proper protocol for that, but
I think Zasha kind of takes the lead on it, and like we bring them to the altar and let Durdrin kind of say his goodbyes, and she just kind of says like, please let these souls pass peacefully to the other side. Their work here is done, but they still need to give the living strength here on this side so that someday we can join them and be united once again. And I kind of just leave it at that.
Zasha, if you don't have inspiration, you now have inspiration. That was really good. Yeah, so you guys, I paused the game because Nick stumbled on something. But I'm just going to move you guys all over there. Just
Oh, God.
narratively.
hitting situation.
Listen, when I say you stumble on something when I was like, you guys are good to go, you guys are fine. So you say this prayer over it, and Durdrin's just has his head bowed, and you can see like tears streaming down his face, but he cries very quietly, trying not to attract your attention. But you can see it. And as you're saying this prayer, you actually see these bodies. The blood has long since, settled, is not flowing. But you see a blood stain start to emerge on the coverings of both of these cloths. And it emerges in the shape of a spider.
Wolf is creepy, man.
Wolf is creepy. Amraphel, magic is detected behind this curtain. Or I guess
I think
behind the wall of behind the curtain.
as Zasha sees that, she's just gonna say, "May Loth grant you safe passing," and she'll kind of leave that, and then kind of put a hand on Durdrin, make sure he's doing okay.
He sobs a little bit. Big boys cry.
Yeah, they do. They feel their feelings. Let's go check out this magic thing, Durdrin. Let's go.
We love magic stuff.
On the
We
back.
can do this.
Times.
Hey, wait a second. Nobody else knows about this. Fuck off.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
do,
okay.
do you tell anyone about the
Oh,
magic stuff? Or you
Oh,
just-
fuck off.
Absolutely not. I'm going over here by myself.
All right, there's a wall. You sense that there's magic behind said wall.
Is there any like switch on it?
The only thing you see, I'm gonna move you back a little bit.
Also, because I'm very purposefully doing this during the ceremony, so I don't have to be there.
The only thing you see is a display case with like 2 bloody handprints inside the display case.
Does it open?
The display case is like broken open.
Well, since I'm touching everything, I have an idea, and I put my hands on the
Hey,
bloody.
fuck off! Get out of here! Get out of here! Fuck off! I'm doing secret shit. Go away.
All right, fine. I'll step back over here.
God damn! Y'all are in a ceremony.
All right, I'm sorry.
Sure, Nyssara might also not give a fuck.
people are-
I'm very.
People are magically warping into my secret cave over here.
There's 2 people that are actively involved, and then there's a couple people that are just kind of there.
Like, I kind of get it, but I don't have those emotions.
Lucian's
I'm a
entire
snake.
experience with death is just, alright, chuck this body out of the way, so...
I mean, mine. Yeah, same.
I'm just gonna fiddle around with the case and try to figure out what is on the other side.
This arc has revealed a lot about the characters in this party.
You what
I just
like
want things to happen.
what do you mechanically do to see what's behind the wall? Do you break the wall?
I wouldn't start with smashing the wall. I would push bricks to see if one activates. I'd see if there's anything that could be a lever. You said it's smashed, so I'd see if there's something about the mechanism of the display that like would cause like a latch to be flipped.
Sure, roll me an investigation check.
And also the floor in front of the display case.
Okay. With the 23, you check the wall. There doesn't seem to be any loose stone to press into. You check the floor to see if there's any, like, secret latch or button underneath the display case. There doesn't seem to be anything. And then you look inside the display case. And you see around where the handprints are like, pressure plates of some sort.
Oh, well, just push in on the pressure plates. It's so
Dun,
simple.
dun, 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 dun. As you put the pressure down on the hand plates, the wall slides down into the earth, and inside is a web-filled room with the skeletal corpse of what you assume is a drow. And they are wearing a very pretty cloak that is popping up as magical.
All right, into the pack.
All right, you have magical cloak. We can identify it later.
All right.
Otherwise, it's just sticky in there.
As I walk out, it is disgusting in there. My shit is covered in webs.
Yummy.
All right. As you guys exit the dungeon itself and make your way out from the Underdark and back into the mills, you notice outside that it is pretty dark out. It's nighttime. And Durdrin just kind of stretches and goes, I'll guide y'all back to your homes. I'm sure you're not feeling too hot. Should I meet you guys somewhere? Like, what's next game plan? I'll go turn in the quest too if you they might not be open though.
I think I'm gonna turn to Godvia's parents and say, would it be alright? Would it be okay if we spend the night with you folks, just to save us a nightly fee going to an inn? if it's not too much to ask.
The woman smiles at you and goes, "Oh, I would love to, but our home is a little too cramped, but I can definitely pay for your fare for the night."
Oh no, it's perfectly all right. I think we'll find something else.
You saved us. I have to repay you somehow.
Not at all. We're just happy that you're alive.
You don't have to repay us. This is already a favor to a friend of ours. So, I don't know. Consider us even.
Well, if you say so. Come on, honey. We need to go. And they walk away.
Cat?
I was trying to think of what they're gonna say.
Stay
If you're going to
safe.
do, if you're going to do anything, send a letter to your daughter.
Oh, you know Godvia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she asked you to check up on you,
Yeah.
and then we heard someone was abducting people, and lo and behold,
Send her a letter letting her know you're okay, and that'll save us a trip back.
Of course.
Also, we might not be back in a while, so that would be helpful too.
Thank you so much. What are your names? I must mention you in my letters.
Well, that's Amraphel, and that's Lucian, that's Nyssara, Lythra, and Durdrin, and my name is Zasha. Very nice to meet you.
She looks like she forgot a couple names in, but she nods and goes, "It's very nice to meet you guys too."
we're just the party from the Spire.
Yeah.
Oh, the Spire! What? Yes, of course. That's where you know Godvia. I heard it's a lovely place.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, it is.
What?
Was.
It's even lovelier now.
A little draftier, maybe.
Nothing bad happened.
Yikes.
Let's stay calm.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
All right.
Is that guy that was guarding the old mills? He wasn't there anymore, right?
You guys came out and the mills are closed.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys, start your traveling in the middle of the night? Do you stay at the local inn? What do you guys
Fuck
like?
that, I'm staying at an inn.
Yeah,
Yep.
we deserve a night of rest.
Get some drinks.
All right. Give me 1 second. Don't move your characters, please.
But I wanna.
I'll pause. Don't make me do it.
You're not my mom.
You're my mom. You're my dad.
Literally a tank and you're not.
All right. You guys start to approach the local inn and tavern. And as you guys are about to step foot into said tavern, Zasha, you feel a tug at your pant leg. And Crappy and the raccoon stand behind you and are trying to pull you away from the tavern, saying that the building is icky and we should go sleep with the trees.
I kind of sigh for a second and kind of pull Crappy up into just a little warm hug. And I think I'm gonna tell them, you can go sleep in the trees. I trust all of you to be safe and come back to me in the morning. I am going to stay with the rest of the group. There are some things I need to check up on. And if something goes wrong, come back to me as one, and we'll figure it out from there, okay? I'll see you all in the morning.
Frumpy looks a little sad and distraught that you're not following with, but eventually they all nod and skitter away.
Distraught.
All right, you guys can feel free to go towards the tavern as I read you the description. A large log building, the aroma of sourdough bread and toasted garlic tickle your nose as you enter through the heavy wooden doors. At the back of the tavern, a male half-elf with long silver hair pours a dark liquid for a pair of dwarves who sit at the bar table. A female half-orc sits on the small stage in the corner of the room, strumming a lute and humming a tune. Humming a tune uncertainly. You notice the bartender half-elf glare at the half-orc occasionally. There are a couple of tables filled with various groups sitting and chatting over the music. Most of the patrons are of the elvish nature. And you spot the kitchen doors swing wide open as a small gnome balances a tray upon his head, hopping towards the table in the far back. He gives the food to a table of hooded men that are chatting amongst themselves. One stops to thank the gnome and take the tray of food from him, and he skitters back to the kitchens.
What kind of elves are these?
These guys are wood elves. These guys are,
High elf.
high elves. And these guys are, cloaked. So it's kind of hard to see their figures, but from the way that they're dressed, you'd assume that they're more naturey than not.
Okay.
More wood elves.
Oh, maybe
I'm
you can see what
assuming-
they look like.
I'm assuming Zasha has some sort of a cloak on, so she is going to cover up. Yeah, and kind of hide her face. And hair, specifically.
Alright. Just roll me. This isn't like a stealth check like you're actively stealthing, but roll me a stealth check to see how it's going. It's going good.
She's gone.
I mean, it's a cloak. You're an elf. You're hiding your
Just
hair.
trying to kind of blend in, but also not arouse suspicion.
Oh, jeez.
What? Can you not see very well?
It is very dark still. I have very smooth.
Oh, sorry.
This is just pitch black.
Oh no.
Here, I'll give you your 10-foot radius of light. Does that help at all?
Nope.
Ah, well.
Huh?
They're just a mystery.
Why was there suddenly a Nyssara up in the... That was
That
weird.
happened to me too, briefly.
Oh, up
Okay.
here?
Yeah.
So this is a mod. Up on the top here is a look down. So if you're up on the second floor, which is the map above you, you are looking down.
Okay. I just...
Interesting.
It just suddenly, my cursor, my highlight was up here. So I didn't go up there. It just
Yeah, so sorry about
suddenly
that.
was. Oh, good.
It's a
I
new
think
thing.
I was like, oh no!
Sasha's-
More magic bullshit.
Sasha's gonna sit at this table here, and kind of see. I want to listen to what people are talking about.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing before I start getting into individual stuff?
Drinkies.
Oh, I want to nerd out about cocktails with the bartender, and I'm gonna ask if they have anything with this particular spicy pepper, but also blackberries mixed together. And I'd say that that's one of me and my bartender's favorites.
Cider.
He
Cider,
walks.
please.
He walks over and he's like, he looks at each one of you, up and down, and just kind of looks first at Nyssara and goes, "What do you have?"
Cider, please.
He looks you up and down again, and then he turns and pours from one of the spouts here, and hands you a mug,
Thank you.
a copper.
Okay.
Or
I'll
sorry,
give him 2.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if I had copper. Thank God I do. So yeah, I'll give him 2.
He moves on to Lythra. What do you have?
I'll take my sip.
Yeah. Got any cocktails with a blood flame pepper and throw berries? That mix is so good. I don't know if you guys do cocktails over here, but God, oh, I miss being at the bar. Oh, I stupid adventuring. Yeah, just give me something hot. Spicy, I mean.
He raises an eyebrow at you, and then he mutters something in Elvish. And he turns and pours
Do I hear what he muttered?
dirty tieflings. And just like continues on, and then hands you he looks at you and goes, apple wine. Two copper.
Give him 3 copper. I'll do.
He moves on and does not say thank you. Amraphel. What do you want?
How much for a room and to have food brought up to it?
Hold on. I need to look. Okay. He rolls his eyes as he pulls out a little ledger underneath the bar table. And he mutters in Elvish again. And Lucian, you hear him say like, stupid tiefling can't even own his own home. What the fuck is wrong with this? Like just basically just like, I'm not
Racism.
Racism, blatant racism. I'm not gonna roleplay like that part, but like, yeah, he's muttering.
Lucian's got a very raised eyebrow.
And he
It's a very clear, like the fuck. It's just like the what the fuck look on his face.
Like, I know what you said, asshole.
I know what you fucking said. He looks
Probably
at his...
a good thing Zasha's not there, because she'd be flipping shit.
Yes, Sasha, you're a little separated from this conversation.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Amraphel, he looks through his ledger and then he finally points at one and he goes, 1 gold for bed and dinner.
How much was everybody else's shit?
Well, you asked for more. I only had to pay a copper.
No, I get that.
It was
I
copper.
paid
Think of
3
that.
copper. Or technically 2. I tipped like a fool.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
I-
remember what our previous inn stay was, but I think it was about that much.
I don't
We
recall.
still-
Yeah.
So Nyssara's was a copper. Lythra's was 2 copper. But Lythra, as you look
No.
down at your cup, you notice that like it seems to be watered down with grog. So it's not full apple wine. And Nyssara, when you look down at your cup, it's just straight ass grog instead of cider.
Wow!
I'm just gonna shrug and say sure, and
Lucian,
toss him a gold.
I'll look around my cup and be like, perhaps we should just go elsewhere and slide it away.
Howard. When Nyssara does that, I grab it. I'm gonna take both down real quick.
Oh, I just have better taste than that.
I run a bar, bitch. You know I have good taste, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm thirsty.
Beggar.
as you say, I have better taste than that. Lucian, you hear him like kind of chuckle under his breath and go, "Yeah, right," in Elvish.
Please talk to him in Elvish, please.
I've waited my turn.
He looks to Amraphel and he goes, do you want your food now or do you want it upstairs?
Upstairs would be nice.
Okay.
Wait, Ash, after the third comment, I can be a little dense, but after the third comment, I want to do an insight check on the bartender. Just be like, how obvious that,
Yeah, go
how
ahead.
obvious is that you're talking shit?
Go ahead. Hold on. It's against his ability check too, so he got to roll.
Against his what? Deception?
Y'all tied. But
Hilarious.
even though he's speaking in Elvish, he's not hiding the looks he's giving and the way he's acting towards you guys. He's not hiding it at all. And you guys hear over from next to you a gruff voice go, "Don't mind him, he's a bit of an ass."
It's all right. We had a weird day.
I had a weird day too. I started hearing a dog barking in here. There's no pets allowed.
Yeah, shut up, Charlie.
Shut up, Charlie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, no!
Yeah, my raccoons
I'm
are
always
pulling
barking. I'm
shit.
sorry. See all these handsome lads around me. Okay, you know what? No, fuck it though. I do want to, like, I get like a little, after draining those two cups, I get a playful little grin and I just like lean forward, both elbows on the bar, and I motion to the bartender to come closer. I'm just gonna say, hey, I know you think I don't know my shit, and I'm not gonna fight you. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the materials. I'm gonna make you a fucking killer drink. I'm gonna pay for it, but I need you to know. I need you to know what I can do.
All right.
You won't be disappointed.
You say that. You did down 2 drinks, so I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, just to see like how the liquor's holding.
May I, in good faith, argue that Lythra is seasoned and perhaps has advantage on this roll?
Tolerance is a thing.
Homegirl can hold her liquor.
I'll give you that. I'll bring it down in intoxication points, but you still have to do a normal roll.
Normal.
He has
just
advantage on alcohol checks.
Con save.
Con save. You're buzzed. You're like almost there. You're like really.
Oh, I'm in the zone.
You're in the golden zone, and you feel like if you had a little bit more, you might be teetering into the I pass out and have a hangover the next day zone. But you made it. But you're in Goldenville over here. So you say that, and he like raises his eyebrows at you, and like he kind of seems like a little amused. And Lucian, you hear him muttering in Elvish like, "Doubt anything you could make would be good, but you're hot, so I'll give it a chance." Yeah, okay. And he says,
And
"Yeah,
that's
okay."
how we
in
got here.
English.
Yes. That's how
There's
she
a
got
bit Lucian, there's a double take from Lucian there. So
I'm gonna
Why,
stick out
why
my...
is he talking about her temperature?
I'm gonna pull a gold coin out of my pocket. I'm gonna flip it in the air and just slap it down on the table and then vault over the bar. And I'm gonna clap my hands together and say, "All right, just 3 words. What do you like?"
Strong, spicy, sweet.
Well, I am not on the menu, but I will make you a drink just like that. And I will get cooking.
I want you to know you made Ashley squeal. I didn't come through, but you did.
Excellent. So I'm dark liquor base, pretty strong with like some aromatic, like spicy bitters sort of thing. I'll do a nice big ice cube in the middle, but definitely gonna get a little bit of, like a kind of cherry-like fruit, maybe like muddled down, and and then garnished on the top, and just work a little bit of extra bartender magic on that. But I'm in that golden zone. It's gonna be fucking delicious.
While you're back there, hand me some actual good cider, please.
Okay.
Are you
And
gonna?
I'll leave a gold on the table too.
Are
Oh,
you?
not until after I give him the drink. No.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because you're in the golden zone, the good zone, and because you are a seasoned bartender, please roll me performance with advantage.
Okay.
I assume you'd add some extra full. Oh my goodness!
Oh, this is what she lives for.
So this elf goes from like arms crossed, like eyebrows, like all like, oh, this bitch ain't gonna do shit. Let's see her like shake her ass while she's doing this shit. To which Lucian can do as
What
many
a
double
dick.
takes as he'd like to. And then towards
Does do it sexy
dick.
though.
towards the end of the cocktail making, you slide the drink over to him, and he's just kind of his expression has changed to like surprise and like kind of like impressed. But he kind of like shakes it off to like not show you that he's impressed, but you can kind of tell that he's impressed.
Tell.
Then he picks up the drink and he sips it, and he like kind of like gives it an eye like, oh my god, but then he's like, yeah, it's good. That's really good.
All right, I give him a clap on the shoulder and I say, "Hey, quality ingredients, am I right?" And I look across the bar and I'm just gonna give a little wink at Amraphel with a big smile on my face.
I'm just happily smiling and watching.
All right, and I'm gonna look back at him and say, "Okay, with that, goes on the table. If you don't mind, I'm gonna get a nice mug of cider for my my friend down the table there. Surely that's okay."
His demeanor has changed, at least with you. And he says in common, like, for you? And then switches to Elvish and goes, baby girl. And then switches back to common and goes, anything. And he, like, pops open, like, a new bottle of cider and, like, slides it over.
I like to imagine it's not subtle. It's like literally going like ooh la la.
No, it's definitely, like, when I think of Elvish, I think of, like, fucking French. So it's definitely, like, ooh la la.
Mon petit chou.
Oh, just a little shitty Frenchman is really perfect for this guy. I love that.
Hilarious.
Okay, and then I'll slide that down for Nyssara, and then I'll look and be like, all right, I'll give you another gold, but we're having fun. What's your favorite? What's your favorite like strong dark spirit you got back here? I want something nice to finish it off.
He thinks for a moment and then goes, wait right here. And he goes over to the back.
Well, while he does that, I'm just gonna look at the beefy dudes down the end of this big. You guys need anything?
They point specifically to one spot, and they're like, grab that bottle, grab that bottle, grab that bottle, grab the bottle. that one.
Absolutely, I'd give him a pour.
This is like Louis the 13th fucking whatever top shelf. And they go, ah! And they quickly pour it into their like horns, and they go, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back.
Reparations for racism.
Pour some grog in it. What? No, that would very be.
We're changing thoughts and minds today.
Dude comes back,
Yeah.
and he hands you like a pretty top
There's
shelf.
certainly a pot here.
What are the dark liquors? A pretty top shelf, like brandy or something. Is that dark liquor? I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Or
guys say
brandy
dark
or
Fantasy
liquor.
verb.
spiced rum or something.
Yeah.
He hands you this bottle of like a pretty top shelf spiced rum, and he goes, "This is one of the kind from Anarok." Which is saying something, because there's like nobody living there. Except for scum. He says the scum part in Elvish. But he's trying to like make it sound super cool.
I gave him a look and like, I bet you bring this out for all the pretty ladies. Now pour myself a glass and jump back over the bar.
Alright, he finally moves on. Sorry, Zasha, for taking so long. He finally
All
moves
good.
on to Lucian.
I love it.
And he says to Lucian in common, like, what do you have?
Something big, strong, and then in Elvish, and whatever will make you lighten the fuck up instead of being a stuck-up prick.
Oh man.
Hot in 4K.
He just kind of laughs out loud. And like kind of like waves at you, and then he picks up a thing of like rum and pours you like a double shot on ice.
Oh, see, he's just fun. He's the fun kind of racist, guys.
He's the fun racist. Listen, I can't be super racist, even in the fantasy world, because it feels
No,
weird, man.
He's like the kind where he doesn't actually mean it, but it's just like, low hanging fruit. It's easy.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
And I turned him around. A man's gonna be making changes.
Yeah, what's he...
one good drink is all you need.
All right, Zasha, you are listening in on conversations.
Yes.
Is there any particular one that you're like doing?
I think I'm kind of like jumping between. Obviously, like I'm sitting between these two groups.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of jumping between the two to kind of get a pulse on what's going on around and kind of seeing if I can, like, now that we're out of the dungeon and I'm like able to kind of process things again, I am thinking about the guy that like kind of shit his pants when I revealed who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least who I'm related to. So, like, kind of trying to see if people are talking about my family at all.
All right.
And also listening to the bard, because I feel like they're always, like, singing about current events.
The bard is currently... Well, we'll start with the bard.
Okay.
The bard is currently singing a kind of tragic tale about what she calls a pirate of the sand that is raising the grounds of the south and like orphaning children, and it's very depressing. And then towards the end, she gets into a more lighthearted, like, but there's still hope. And you can see that she's kind of in rough shape. She's like she's not injured, but she has a lot of scars all over her. Definitely battle worn. But she handles the loot like a pro.
Okay.
The commoners back here, it's a little hard to pick up what they're saying, like full conversation wise. They're probably the most hard to pick up, and then the commoners to your left are probably the easiest to pick up.
Okay.
But the ones behind you, you're catching like little bits and pieces. It seems to be mostly about the day's work, and also some gossip about the missing owners of the mill. And you're kind of picking up that maybe these people are like workers at the mill, but you're not picking up enough to get any more information than that from them.
Okay.
The people
those owners are so dead.
The people over here, they all seem to be in hunter's gear. And they're talking about some of their, like, freshly killed game and whatnot. And then whispering about, the people in the vicinity. And just kind of pointing and being like, I heard, like, that one over there, like, skipped out on work just to drink here, blah, 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 blah. Like, they're just gossiping. None of it peaks as, like, your family or about you guys particularly. Although, they do, like, perk their heads up when they see Lythra going at it, making a nice drink, and one of them shouts out, "Can I get one?" But they seem to be casually chatting. And then these ones over here, the three closest to you are having a conversation, and they're discussing for their next mission they should head westward in their hunt, but otherwise they should lay low for now. And the one in the back is just surveying the tavern.
Any specification on what they're hunting?
Roll me. Yeah, roll me a perception check to see how well you can, like, get the words out with the music around you, other people chatting, and also you trying to hide your features while trying to listen.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
You hear the word bounty a lot. And they're speaking in full Elf. All these people are speaking in Elvish. You hear the word bounty a lot, and you hear them say girl once or twice. But no names are spoken. They're very, like, other than that, they're very careful with what they're saying, it seems.
And they're hooded. So, like, I can't make out any features
They're
from them.
They're, like, fully cloaked and hooded, so you can't make out their features now. Not unless you, like, went up and spoke to them.
Right, and they don't have, like, I'm assuming they're, like, fully covered of, like, I can't tell what they're wearing at all either. Like, there's nothing that I noticed.
Currently, yeah, they're about as hidden as you are currently. In terms of hiding your identity. They're hiding their identity.
Okay, Zasha is going to get up and go to the bar and just briefly lean in to Lucian because he wasn't making, like, a big show of anything, and just kind of nonchalantly just leaning in to kind of make it seem like I'm getting a drink from the bartender. I'm gonna lean in and be like, "Oh, can I have, like, just a grog?" And as I do that, and I'm kind of leaning up against the bar, not making eye contact with Lucian, Lucian, what languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
Okay, very quietly under my breath, in common, I'm gonna say, "I'm not safe here. I need to leave. You can find me in the forest." And I guess when he gives me my grog, I'm gonna take it and sit back down, drink some of it, and then I am going to leave.
Okay. Do any of you guys stop her or let her do her thing?
Man, I'm just trying to get my fucking room key.
I'm probably too far away. I don't think I
Shameful
heard.
to admit, I would not notice at this current.
That would be more
Time.
of Lucian. Are you following up with her at all? Are you, like, looking around to see what the fuck is up? etc.
I'll probably like kind of peek over my shoulder and see if she's like any sort of body language and like if she's like worried about anyone in particular. But
I think Zasha is shifting, trying not to show it too much, but she is indicating that she is turned away. Like, she is facing the opposite direction from the guys up here. She does not want to turn around whatsoever, and does not want them pointing her out or noticing her at all. Kind of indicating, like, these people down here can see my face, that's fine, but I cannot be seen by these guys right up here. And then I am gonna kind of make my way outside, realizing now that my raccoons were very nicely trying to get me out of danger.
Yeah.
What good boys.
What
What
good
good
boys.
boys.
Well, Ropey the wizard, so he's got everyone's safety at heart.
That good sense in him.
Hell yeah. Also, Amraphel, you are given a room key.
Thank God. I'm gonna fucking dip the fuck out of here.
Alright. Do you guys end the night? Interact with any more people? Or try to get more free booze, etc.?
When Amraphel, after the third drink, Lythra is definitely like good and toasty, and as Amraphel leaves, she just like giggles and just like runs a finger down one of his horns as he walks away.
I'm gonna grab my drink and then sit over down at this table, like in this chair specifically, and then and see if I can hear anything from these people.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Oof.
As you get closer, you realize that the singer is pretty loud. And the words that you're making out that they're saying in Elvish, they're not the important words that would indicate what their conversation is about. But you do notice that, the dude in the back is now, like, staring at the door that Zasha left through. Zasha's not there, but staring at the door. But then, like, looks away after, like, a hard stare at the door.
If I finish or kind of act out, oh shit, my drink's empty, and walk back over to the bar.
Give me a performance check, buddy.
I mean, the glass is gonna be empty.
Oh, if your glass is empty, then it's fine.
Yeah, no, like, oh shit, my glass is empty type of
Oh, okay. Then you're good.
thing,
You're
and
good.
walk back over. And then I'll lean over to Amraphel and say, hold on, I gotta, like, table 1 o'clock. We need to, there's something up with them. And then tell them to pass it down.
Is this before
Regret to
I left?
inform you, Amraphel's
Oh,
gone.
yeah, they got, like,
I'll fucking dip.
is Nyssara still there?
Yeah, I'm sitting there nursing
And
my.
I spell it to you.
Here, we'll
Oh,
move you,
great.
Amraphel.
Please don't make me talk to Lythra.
Oh boy. Yeah.
As time passes, by the way, you see the workers in the back. They get up to leave, and they're casual about it.
I'll lean over to Lucian. So should I try getting their attention with Eve can't, or we just watch?
I don't know what that means, so let's just watch.
I could signal that we're potentially friendly with a hand sign.
I
Put up
think
gang
it's
signs.
yeah. I think it's better to act to not acknowledge their existence. But Zasha was freaked out enough. She went to the forest.
Uh-huh. Okay. Guess I'm not sleeping. I'll try to keep an eye on them.
You're gonna
So-
turn over. You guys gossiping?
Yes, more or less.
Nice.
Our lady friend has decided she does not like this place, and I flick my eyes over towards the hooded figures over in this corner, and is going to speak, compose elsewhere. Repose. Wrong word.
With that last little action that you just did there, do you mind rolling me?
Please say stealth.
Sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deception.
Because it's more of
I
like
could do deception.
No, shut up.
sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. I already said it.
I'm not even looking over at them. I'm just flicking my eyes in that direction. Not even moving my head.
I am to the south.
So
Oh. Shit.
I have a little like ticker that I've been marking off for like little things y'all been doing. And while they aren't like aggroing, obviously, the one in the back like shifts their eyes towards you, and you notice their eyes kind of shifting very strangely. And he makes a signal, and all four of them stand up, and they go to leave. And as they're leaving, Lucian, Nyssara, and Lythra, you notice that as their cloaks sway, they have golden daggers on both of their hips. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
They strap the fuck up.
They strapped the fuck up.
Sasha's fucking dead.
Sasha's dead.